Okay, guys, so the second takeaway from the movie Breath of Life, like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, please go and watch it. It is really inspiring, okay? And I also like the fact that it had a Christian tone to it, like it had a Christian theme to it as well. So try and watch that movie. So the second takeaway I have from that movie, it has to do with our existence here in this world, and it has to do with our existence here in this world and us being Christians. Okay, we should be reminded that this world is not ours. This is not our home. And like I said in one of my videos, God has put us in this world to glorify His name. All our actions, all our deeds, all our existence in this world, it is to glorify God. This is not our home. We are only passing through. And what that means is whatever it is that comes our way, whatever it is that we have, whatever it is that we are called to do, we only serve as an instrument to glorify God's name. Okay, perhaps something has fallen on your table, something came through your bank account, something came through your house, and you're like, oh wow, this is amazing. Think again. Okay, because if you drop dead today, that thing is not going with you, right? So sometimes what God is looking for who to use for His name to be glorified. Something will pass through your territory, something will pass through your sphere of influence, so that somebody's life can be impacted, so that the gospel can be preached in a certain way in the lives of other people through you. So be reminded that you are the instrument. You're not the final destination. You are the instrument for something to take place. Sometimes we tend to try to make sense out of the things that happen around us, like, oh God, why was I born into this family? Oh Lord, why do I look like this? Why is my body this way? Why do I act this way? Why can't I help myself? Why was I born a certain way? Why am I in this city? There's some questions that sometimes we can't wrap our head around, right? But guess what? God has a reason and a purpose for everything, every action. God has a reason for everything that we are, and it is to glorify Him. If you check in the Bible, there was a man who was crippled from birth, and the disciples asked Jesus, whose sin is this? Is it the sin of this man's parents, or is it his sin? And Christ's response was for God's word to come to pass and for God to be glorified. That was why this man was born this way. Okay, so we should all be reminded that wherever it is that we are, it is God's way of using us for someone else's breakthrough. We are supposed to serve as the instruments for someone else's breakthrough. Okay, we are supposed to serve as instruments for God's will to be done. Okay, so simply stay patient and ask God how He wants your being here, or how He wants your personality, or how He wants your talents and your skills to grow the kingdom. Ask Him, Lord, why am I here? Show me why I'm here. What is it do you want me to do with this? What is it you want me to do in this place? Show me how to go about it so that your name can be glorified. When you start asking God the right questions, you start seeing the right answer. It becomes clear the reason why things are the way they are. Okay, so instead of beating upon ourselves, remember God doesn't like people who complain, who worry. Remember that, okay? So instead of worrying, ask God, how can I help? How can I move your kingdom? Okay, remember, we are instruments. We are only instruments, okay? And when you do that, you tend to have peace. You tend to have a different kind of peace and clarity in your heart, okay? So do take care of yourself. I love you. God bless you. Bye.